Guys, if you ever want to know how you can actually support this channel so I can keep bringing great content to you, there's now a way that you can. If you go ahead through a partnership I have with Dynamite, use the code MINT at checkout, you get 10% off your order, and I get a little piece. So go ahead, check out the link, use the code MINT at checkout, and support my channel and Dynamite Comics. What's up, comic and pop culture fans? This is James with Mint Hunter Comics, and do I have a video for you? A couple weeks ago, a fan of the channel reached out to me and needed some help with his massive Raw collection to kind of go through and really see the keys that were within. Now, you've seen me on this channel. Sometimes I go and buy giant collections. Sometimes I'll go out and kind of do the grunt work of going through all the boxes to find little keys going on within to help you, the comic community, get some money back in your pockets. So I've done this several times now, but this time is really special. This collection is the accumulated total of, I think, 30, maybe 35 years of collecting. I think I would say from 1977 all the way to like 2010, every single comic book. Pretty much. He had complete runs of basically every single thing within those years. In the past, when I've done these videos for my channel, what I'll do is I'll show myself going through some of the long boxes and, oh, here's a really cool comic, and at the end of my video, I kind of talk about the GPA analysis and look at this cool book or books we find. Maybe I find one, maybe I find 50, maybe I find 100. We found so many keys when we were diving through the boxes. That style of video, it's just not doable. So instead, what you're about to see is an accumulation of 13 hours of digging through a super big, super old collection. There were plenty of smaller keys and even some really nice keys that I didn't think quite have the grade for it to be sent out. You're looking mainly at the keys that we put in piles for him to get graded. So everything is sorted, and what you're going to get is a rapid fire of key after key after key after key. So grab some popcorn, hold on tight, and enjoy the next 20 minutes of pure comic collecting porn. X-Men Annual #1, yes, you heard me say that right. Also some Flash vs. Superman Racing, Punisher #1, Iron Fist 14, First Sabretooth, first Frank Miller on Daredevil, first Full Venom, first Venom, first Hobgoblin with tattoos, we did check. First Todd McFarlane on Spidey. Now we have a plethora of awesome Star Wars keys. X-Wing Rogue Squadron, including a bunch of Wizard variants that we just couldn't find the sales data on. I think this is like the first Wedge or something. This one introduces the Knights of the Republic storyline, and it's got a bunch of first appearances. And we have the full Heir to the Empire miniseries, including 6 and 5. Most importantly, or second to most importantly, we do have the first Mara Jade cover, which is issue #4. And of course, Heir to the Empire, #1, first Mara Jade, and first Admiral Thrawn. We've also got a super rare one here, first General Grievous, and it is not stamped. I found that only once before and it was stamped. We also got a Droids #1, highly sought after. First Nomi Sunrider and Vima Sunrider. This Dark Force Rising is Thrawn's first appearance outside of the Heir to Empire storyline. This is the first Boba Fett solo title. We also got a bunch of Kersantin covers. I'm probably butchering that name, but that's a great one versus Chewbacca right there. This Star Wars Annual is weird because Anakin and Darth Vader are different people or something. Weird. Scarce final issue right here. Very nice. First Lando. First Boba Fett in comics. First cameo of Yoda in comics. And we got the first appearance of the Rogue Squadron in comics. Another key here. Empire. He was actually missing a pocket, so we're going to jump down to 8, which is the first Jackson. 7 is the first Crimson Jack. 6 is the final adaptation of New Hope, and it's got the Battle of Luke and Darth Vader. This is the first appearance of Wedge. Okay. Number 2 is a lot of fun. This is the first Jabba before they knew what Jabba was supposed to look like. And of course, a Star Wars number 1. It did not take long, probably only the first couple minutes, to see that he had a full set of the Adam Legend of the Blue Marvel series. If you guys don't know, there's only about 10,000 of these ordered by retailers, and the first issue is a $500 minimum, and a 9/8 goes all the way up to the 3,000 range. He had every single Daredevil from like 78 pretty much until today. First Bullseye without a costume. First, like everything, some classic covers here. First Elektra, really everything. And everything was in about the 7.5 all the way to a 9.4 range, the majority of this collection. Everything was read primarily once. There's first hand, first stick. Yeah, this is awesome. We've got the death of Elektra, the classic Punisher shooting Daredevil. So many iconic Frank Miller Daredevils right here, guys. The Black Widow, the Wolverine fight, the Black Heart cover, and then the final issue. Spidey fans are going to be mad because the entire Amazing Spider-Man section, apparently my camera wasn't filming. But let's check out this full run of the Hulk. Keep in mind, there's that rare second print and the first print of Professor Hulk. Keep in mind, guys, these are only the ones that we decided he should submit. He had the whole run, first fix it, classic cover. He had all the minor keys too. We're just really showing the mid and high keys. Classic, awesome McFarlane cover there. So you really are only seeing probably 1/100th of the collection. First Todd McFarlane on Hulk. This dude's collection was so vast, so full, so rich. These really are just the books that we thought could really make him money if he sends them in to get graded. First Hulk and She-Hulk team up. Yeah, if I showed you his Hulk collection, this would be a 3-hour video. Bunch of first appearances, including a second appearance of Rocket Raccoon. Some people think it's the first. It's not. First Soviet Super Soldiers. Weapon X-72. That's the one you want, guys. First Venom Wolverine meet and preview of Ravage 2099. First appearance of Payabok Power Scroll. First full appearance of Mobius and cover appearance of Mobius. Here's that first new Fantastic Four with the different lineup. First Time Variance Authority. Nice. This is just a classic John Byrne Dr. Doom cover. Another classic wraparound cover there. First Aunt Petunia. First team appearance of Nova Corps and first appearance of Rule, later the Protector. And now we're into the Moon Knight. A couple good ones right now. First Randall Spector. The classic Stephen Platt covers here, 59, 58. The big one that's super hot now, 57, that's the one to have. And his was pretty bulletproof, 56. And my favorite, 55, which also is the first Stephen Platt cover. We also got Moon Knight 13, first fight with Daredevil. The classic Spotlight Moon Knight. We got Marvel Team Up, tying for Black Suit. First Professor Power. First John Byrne on X-Men. First Squirrel Girl, casual. First Sapphire Styx and Fear Lord. This, I believe, was a send-in. You had to send in to get that one. We got some weird little ash cans here. New Warriors number 1. I feel like I never see this New Mutants run. We got the first Surge. Yeah, I always see Volume 1. I never see number 2. First appearance of Elixir. First Prodigy. Very nice. First Rockslide and Wither. Cover art featuring Magma. Moving on to the Spectacular Spider-Mans. Again, I really wish I could have showed you all the amazing Spider-Mans. First Hitman. First White Tiger. Where my George Perez fans at. The Moon Knight heat is really helping that book. First Cloak and Dagger. He also had the second appearance, but we decided no. Another tie for the Black Suit, Spectacular Spider-Man 90. First appearance of Spot. Again, he also had the second and third appearance of that too. Look at that classic 101. Here we got Mac Gargan bonding with the Venom symbiote and the first Sinister 12. Peter Parker Spider-Man's a weird run, but if you're going to have the run, you really want issue 49, and he's got it. I believe it's the first mention of the actual term Scarlet Spider, followed by the reveal of Ben Reilly's identity. Here we've got the first appearance of Kraven's son. And then we have Ward Journal Countdown. This is the final issue. It's very scarce. Followed by the Jim Lee Punisher vs. Wolverine. This iconic Bullseye cover here. Another key. We got the Punisher vs. Daredevil fight here. The classic bazooka through the apartment building. I already showed you guys Punisher number 1 from this, but 2 through 5 are perfect, so we're going to do those 2. Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. 1 is Bulletproof, second Sabretooth appearance, and second Sabretooth cover appearance. He had a complete run of the what-ifs, including the Wolverine, the Peter Parker Entertainer, Doctor Strange being a disciple of Dormammu, and the big one, the what-if Jane Foster became Thor. He also had a full run of the What The series, including Bart Simpson's first cameo, Porkrind, which is the What The version of Venom. Over in Wolverine, he had the full run. We got first Sabretooth in a Wolverine title, the classic John Byrne number 17, the first Cable versus Sabretooth, the iconic Jim Lee cover. Kind of hopping all over the place. We got the first cameo of X-23, written on the label of a test tube, and the one to get from this run, number 88, first Wolverine versus Deadpool. Classic milestone issue here. He had a complete Old Man Logan run, and for the most part, he didn't have any duplicates, but this run, pretty much every book there was a duplicate of. Gotta tell you, that's a good run to have a duplicate of. Nice job. And there's the finale. So epic. First Doppelganger here, Spider-Man 24. And let's move on to the Thors. First Crusader. A particularly nice copy of the first appearance of Beta Ray Bill. And of course the second appearance of Beta Ray Bill. We got a first Stormbreaker here. And then what I think is one of the most underrated books, we got the first appearance of Malekith. Here's the first cameo appearance of the Time Variance Authority. Loki just made that book huge. Speculation's blowing this Thor book up too. They're saying that's what he's going to look like in the new movie. I guess we'll see. A couple things going on in this issue, but we kind of know it as a classic Juggernaut issue. First Thor Corps. Eric Masterson becomes Thunderstrike. Another speculation book right now. We got a Bulletproof Venom Lethal Protector 1. Same thing with issue number 4. And we've got the nice early Transformers. They were all pretty darn nice. I would think that they should get in the 9s. Especially this Transformers number 1. Interestingly, the nicest shape out of all of them. Hey look, the actual first Scarlet Spider. Web of Spider-Man 1 and 8, kind of immediately the ones you'd want. People say this is the first cameo of Eddie Brock. I don't totally buy it. First Spider-Hulk. Nice cover. We did skip a lot of the small keys, I should mention here. Demogoblin becomes a separate character. What If Volume 2, Punisher killing Spider-Man. The classic Chrome Wolverine death. This is the Venom possessed by Punisher one. Little Cosmic Spider-Man for you. First non-continuity appearance of Hulk and Thor bonded to the Venom symbiote. We got an Iceman number 1. We got a Nightcrawler number 1. We got a Spider-Woman 37, which is the first appearance of Siren, daughter of Sean Cassidy. We got 38, which is the X-Men crossover. Speaking of crossovers, we've got the X-Men and Titans crossover. There's a bunch of first appearances in this X-Men Alpha, but it's all about this wraparound foil cover, which actually is like a $200 book just raw. We didn't know that. That was a nice surprise for both of us. First full appearance of Marrow. Alpha Flight 33, always nice to find. Wolverine Gambit. We got a Rogue number 1, which will pair very nicely with this Gambit number 1. A silly little dollar book that's turned into a $50 bin overnight. I don't know if I agree. X-Men Adventures 1. The wraparound Jim Lee X-Men 1. First full appearance of Abby Brand. Great book to have picked up here. And then I think this is the first cameo or kind of lesser appearance of Abby. I quite honestly forget how this goes. Good one to have. First appearance of Omega Red. X-Men 11, iconic cover. Speaking of iconic covers, we got the Gambit and Rose Kiss. Followed by the first appearance of Onslaught. First appearance of Fizz and other Skrull mutants to later form the group Cadre X. First cameo of Hope Summers as a baby. Pretty cool. And now we're into the big boy X-Men's. Now some of these were missing. He did sell some of these off, but there's some great ones in here. First Corsair. First appearance of The Entity. First appearance of Weapon Alpha. Big book right now. Just another solid looking X-Men here. First appearance of Mariko Yoshida, Wolverine's now deceased fiancé. First cameo team appearance of Alpha Flight. Origin of Colossus, nice direct edition there. First Dazzler, also a nice direct edition there. Second appearance of Dazzler. Doesn't get much more classic Wolverine cover than that, guys. 136 here. Phoenix taking her own life. Days of Future Past Part 1 and upcoming 2. These are books that almost doesn't even matter what grade you submit them. It just so happens the grade was pretty good. Final Chris Claremont and John Byrne collaboration. Classic Doom cover right here. First Ilyana Rasputin, Colossus' sister, and first Siam, demon from the Limbo Realm. Big one right now, Origin of Magneto. First appearance of Ms. Marvel, Carol Danvers as Binary. First appearance of Lockheed, woohoo! First appearance of Madeline Pryor as an adult. Here's Rogue actually joining up with the X-Men for the first time. First appearance of The Forge, nice. First appearance of Nimrod. First appearance of Andrea and Andreas Strucker. First Bishop, followed by a second appearance, followed by the first full Bishop. Very nice. Iconic Wolverine and Domino cover here. Another iconic variant here of Rogue. 300th anniversary, also first appearance of Amelia Vaught. Here's X-23 meeting Wolverine. And then the first battle of X-23 versus Wolverine. Another key here, team appearance. New X-Force roster here. Obviously the classic X-Force 1, followed by your X-Force 2. Second appearance of Deadpool. X-Force 8, which is the first appearance of Domino. Second appearance of the real Domino, and first appearance of Weapon Prime. Classic Cable versus Deadpool battle. Always loved the colors there. Then we got the Wolverine miniseries. He did have 4, 3, 2, and 1. We didn't like his number 3, so that one's not going to make the cut, but number 1 certainly looks really sharp. And then we got the second one, other Wolverine as Patch, number 1, which I'm glossing over, but that was pretty sharp. Another classic Wolverine right there. Even more beautiful covers here. Number 8 coming up. Yeah, people love this one. This is that iconic Wolverine and Hulk as the Joe Fix-It persona. Mentions 3 Jokers long before 3 Jokers came out. Superman, Batman 22 and 23, the Batman Beyond in comics. Very controversial. He had a full super minty set of Gotham Girls. It's that issue 3 that's the most valuable, but we're going to submit them all. The classic Nightwing Annual 2. He's got a nice Robin number 1 and Robin Volume 2 number 1. Catwoman 51, that's a $400, 9.8. Catwoman number 1, where they made her have some pretty dark origins. First Professor Pig, the Batman and Robin All-Star number 1s, Gotham City Sirens number 1, A Killing Joke first print, followed by the first appearance of Bane. Classic Mr. Freeze cover there. Michael Keaton's coming back, making that book hot. The complete Dark Knight Returns set, and everything here was pretty darn sharp. Very much a contender for submission. Batman, Daredevil, I should say. The iconic 666 cover. The first appearance of Spoiler, very nice. Next, we got the first appearance of Anarchy, followed by the first appearance of Ratcatcher, followed by the first appearance of Scarface and the Ventriloquist. Year 2, Part 2 and Part 1s are going to be the only ones we submit here. Classic Detective Comics Rogues Gallery cover. First appearance of Killer Croc. Another great Hugo cover right there. This whole run of Detective Comics is just very, very classic. Another great one here, Detective, Sign of the Joker, classic cover. Followed by another classic Joker, the Fish Gun cover. Very nice. And we're going to finish this nice detective run with a Deadshot's Revenge. Very nice. If you're a Red Hood fan, these following issues are the ones you want, including this one right here, Red Hood as Jason Todd. There's the reveal right there. Yeah, these are the ones you really want. We also got the first appearance of Damian Wayne, the first full appearance of Damian Wayne as well. And what goes well with that? The first Damian Wayne is Batman. We also got 609, which happens to be the first appearance of Tommy Elliott, Hush. But this one's cool. We got a second print of Batman 608 and the New York Post exclusive of 608. Very nice. 600's the first Nightwing versus Batman. 498, Bane breaks his back. Prelude to Nightfall, Nightfall Part 1, first Renee Montoya, the Indica era of 457, the first Tim Drake actually donning the costume on cover, first appearance of Tim Drake. We got the death of Jason Todd, always a big one to have, but the one underneath it here somehow is even bigger. I need someone to explain. I know it's Todd McFarlane, but whoa. First KG Beast, nice. Near complete year 1 arc. I did tell him to keep issue 4. 400 looked pretty perfect, so we're doing it. First Black Mask, first updated Calendar Man, and we got the first Jason Todd in costume, very nice. We got the Joker's Wild cover, another iconic cover there. We got the first appearance of Jason Todd in immaculate shape. That's a big one. These two aren't keys, but they were so nice I told them, let's do it. Also, we got an X-Men Deadly Genesis. You don't see that too much. That's the one you want if you find it, guys. We're going to move along here to our Flash keys. A bunch of first appearances. We got the Flashpoint. Those are the ones you want, guys. 5 and 1, by the way. We got the updated Professor Zoom. We got the new Trickster. The updated awesome origin story of Captain Cold. I mean, he really had it all. The first Black Flash cover. The first mentions of Black Flash. First cameo of Jakeem Thunder. Nice. First Savitar. First Impulse. What? First appearance of Chunk. And there's issue 1, the premiere of the Wally West Flash. There's our death of Professor Zoom right there. And then the classic Flash versus Professor Zoom battle. Here's Hal Jordan becoming Spectre. There's another Superman versus Flash. There's the death of Supergirl. There's Aquaman losing his hand. Now, I forget the name of the character he loses it to, but that's the first appearance of him right there. Very nice. Another kind of rare key. You don't see too much there. And the first appearance of Calvin Ellis. Awesome. Teen Titans Annual 2, that's our first Vigilante. The Volume 2, nice to have your issue number 1 there. Got a couple keys here. We got first Nightwing there, very nice. The end of the new Teen Titans run, first appearance of Terra here. First cover and full appearance of Blackfire. First appearance of Brother Blood and Mother Mayhem. Third appearance of Deathstroke. Second appearance of Deathstroke and Origin of Raven. New Teen Titans number 1, and most importantly, our first appearance of Deathstroke right there. There we go, guys. First appearance of Raven, Cyborg, everybody. First appearance of Lobo's dog, Lobo number 1. League of Extraordinary Gentlemen number 1. Nice. Some Justice of Society keys here, that classic Black Adam cover. First Society of Supervillains. Nice. First Red Arrow. I think this is the first Squire. First full appearance of Jakeem Thunder. JLA number 1. First appearance of Prometheus. First appearance of Gypsy, Vibe, and Justice League Detroit. The first true new Warrior powers. First Jackson Hyde. Sodom Yacht becoming Ion. Coming up with some Green Lantern keys. It was hard to let these pass. I'll say that. 25, first Larfleeze, Atrocitus, literally everybody. Even if it is just cameos on a splash page. A kind of a rarer cover of that 81. Death of Kyle Rayner's girlfriend, Kyle Rayner first costume, death of literally all the Green Lanterns, really. Another nice one there, 49, that's first Kyle Rayner. I think that's the first appearance of Cupid. I forget. The proposal of Ollie and Black Canary. Death of Ollie. Very nice. First appearance of Arrowette. Nice to have. First Acolyte. We got a classic Boland cover here. Although I never loved her costume there, but it is such a great cover. First Artemis. More George Perez goodness with Wonder Woman number 1. Probably her greatest run, honestly. Another great Boland cover here. We got Watchmen number 1, first appearance of pretty much everybody in Watchmen. We got a nice DC UPC variant version of The Wedding. First full Doomsday. Bizarro and Reverse Flash Race. Oddly enough, people consider that a key. This is just an iconic cover there. We got the Death of Superman still in polybag, so it'll definitely need a press. A classic flag cover here. Here's that alternative cover to Adventures of Superman 500. Here's another one of the Superman Flash races. Very nice. I think this is the first cover appearance of Miss Martian. And this is her first full appearance. And the one below, right here, is her first cameo. I'm pretty sure I'm getting that right. And first, Rose Wilson as Ravager. Guys, I won't lie, that was probably one of the better collections I've seen, certainly of the copper, the foil, and the modern era. Very thorough, fairly high grade, pretty much everything. I am absolutely exhausted. My back, my feet hurt from 13 hours of just standing, going through a box. And you know what I say to that? Worth it. These books that we outlined for Sean, he's going to go ahead and get graded. They'll probably be back in maybe 6 to 7 to 8 months. He is getting them pressed. He is most likely going with CBCS rather than CGC to avoid certain ongoing issues that have been going on with CGC. We'll do a follow-up video. I just can't promise it's going to be anytime soon. But we will do a follow-up video, and we'll do a sale everything will go to support Sean, because I know he's trying to get this out. Even if it takes 35 years of cumulative collecting, keep on hunting.